This is MC Tones from the 757 Spin Number, the truth, and back with another video. And today, it's the Baltimore Ravens for my 32 team breakdown for the NFL. You know what I mean? They went 14-2 last season. They had a great year. It was ended in a disappointing note, but they got a very, very exciting future, man. If you've been keeping up with Baltimore, the reigning MVP, Lamar Jackson, one of the most electrifying players in the league, most definitely pay-per-view type of player, man. He's Lamar Jackson. I don't know. People were sleeping on him in college. I thought it was crazy. I think him coming out of Louisville, I thought to me he should have been the number one pick. I know people thought we don't know about his passing and his arm. I was like, if you was looking at his Louisville film, you could definitely see he can throw the ball. I think he definitely needed to improve in certain areas in terms of his mechanics, and his accuracy was definitely questionable. But I thought if with the right coaching, you can definitely improve that, especially in today's league, especially with he didn't have a weak arm. His throwing motion wasn't weird. I think it just needed some work, and I'm just glad that he fell to to an organization like Baltimore that would give him some time. And he took over his first year, and he just never looked back after that. You know, what I mean, he led his team to the playoffs his first year. Again, he didn't achieve the goal of the Super Bowl his first year, but he played a Chargers team that was definitely had a biting defense back then, and he beat the Chargers once, and I thought that he seen them again in the playoffs and didn't, and they figured out the formula of how to stop him back then. He was in his rookie year, and you didn't expect that. Second year back, they ran into a super hot Tennessee team, and I mean, I think Lamar Jackson was right. They underestimated him, and at the end of the day, they had no answer for somebody like Derrick Henry. I think Derrick Henry is one of the best running backs, and Baltimore definitely didn't want no part of King Henry. And Baltimore was just, I think they were just left stunned, and it was very disappointing because I think they felt like they were a Super Bowl caliber team. But back to my breakdown. So, Baltimore is coming back, what I mean, looking for looking to redeem themselves. And I think I can honestly say that they're Super Bowl or bust for this team. They're looking for to win a championship. Lamar is definitely looking for that solidification as one of the top tier players in this league, especially after that ranking that he got as the number one player in the league by his NFL peers. And I think he's looking hungry. He's looking hungry. He's looking definitely hungry this year, and he has a lot to prove. There's still doubt about who what kind of player he is. I think Lamar can definitely prove this year that he's here to stay in this league, and I don't see with his work ethic that he can prove that in this league. And of course, with John Harbaugh, a Super Bowl winning coach, behind his back, I don't see why not they can win a Super Bowl. And I think with the additions they added, especially in their draft picks, I think they picked up Patrick McQueen out of LSU, which I thought was a great pick. Stay true to their identity. They filled the hole from C.J. Mosley that he left. I think he can be a better addition to C.J. Mosley. They picked up D.K. Dobbins. Like I said, they were number one in rushing, broke the rushing the total rushing record. I thought out of Ohio State was another great pick. They helped out with my Babuke, out of Texas A&M with Devin Duvernay. I thought that was another great pick to help him with the receiving core, which I thought was the weakness of the team. At the end of at the playoff game, you've seen how the lack of depth in the playoffs really hurt them. Not having a healthy Hollywood Brown definitely hurt them at the end of the year, and the lack of depth at the receiving core really still worries me about this team. But other than that, I like the addition of Malik Harrison out of Ohio State. I think he's definitely one of those players that are you gonna see in the future that's gonna be like, wow, he was probably one of the steal of the draft. And another key signing that they had was Derek Wolf, who helped solidify the defensive line. Calais Campbell was definitely a good pickup. He was one of the best run stoppers, if not one of the best defensive line players in the league. And I just don't see any weakness in the team, especially in the secondary. I like Marlon Humphreys. He's one of the best cornerbacks in the league. You got Marcus Peters, who's a ball returner with Jimmy Smith. You got back there, you got what's his name? I forgot his name. I'm not gonna lie to you, but let me get back to it. But he's definitely a ball hawk. He's definitely coming back from injury. He broke his leg. I think he wasn't really in the best shape and best form in his in last year, and you could see I thought he played a little bit slow, but at towards the end of the year he definitely came on strong for them. They're bringing the offensive line. You still have one of the best two offensive tackles in the league to me. Um, and they're just bringing it back a strong and healthy team back here. You still got Lamar Jackson, the reigning MVP. The offense and defense was pretty decent. You know what I mean? You pretty decent. Great head coaching. Great top. I just think this is Super Bowl or bust for them. I think that's how they feel about this team. And Earl Thomas was the name. Earl Thomas was definitely one of the best safeties still in this league, and him coming back healthy and having an off season of rehab and getting better conditioning and better shape, he's going to definitely prove why he's going to be a Hall of Fame player in this league. And I definitely believe that he's going to be one of these the best players. And you got one of the best offensive tackles definitely in the league too, also with Lamar Jackson. And like I said, this team is they have great chemistry. I just want to see what this team can do. Especially, I don't see any weakness. Now I know a lot of people are talking about 16-0, 16-0. I can't say that because in the NFL it's hard to go 16-0. You can go game by game, but they do play the Chiefs, and that's going to be, I think, it's going to be a very key matchup for them because the Chiefs are on their caliber. That's the Super Bowl defending champs. You got to put respect on their name. And at the end of the day, even if they beat them in the regular seasons, if they see them during the playoffs, can they beat them? That's going to be the question. You still got one of the most dangerous players in the league still lurking around there, and that's Patrick Mahomes, and that's what Baltimore has to prove. Can they beat somebody um like a Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs? And I don't even think you can even get that far in the season. You got to take it game by game. Lamar Jackson, I think he has to improve in terms of throwing in the outside. I think he struggled in throwing the ball outside the numbers, and I would just love to see him improve in that aspect of the field and throwing downfield. I think they need to stretch the field, start stretching the field downfield, and making sure and having a healthy Hollywood Brown and somebody like a Devin DuVernay is going to help and definitely improve that in a position. So just let me know about your thoughts and opinions about Baltimore. I think they're definitely a Super Bowl winning team. Um, I don't see why they cannot get to the Super Bowl. I think they're thinking Super Bowl or bust for them. They have it in every position. They have depth. They have the great quarterback. They have a coach. They have the defense. I think they have the chemistry to win the Super Bowl, and I think this is their window, just like the Chiefs had their window this year. So just let me know thoughts, comments, like, subscribe if you like the video. Thank you. Tone out.